Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to invite on stage Padma Shri Dr. Mohan Agashe sir to unveil the paper.
It is a truly inclusive art exhibition. They're all waiting here for me to call them up on stage.
We are in the 11th year of IAS and we have 11 fabulous artists.
So when innovation meets movement, that's where magic happens. That brings me to the Inclusion Fellowship.
Thank each and everyone who applied for the fellowship, because they know that there is something magical which is kind of unquantifiable, just like IAS.
My name is Prathamesh Sinha. नाम तो सुना ही होगा.
Introducing Mouseware. Mouseware is an head wearable device that enables hands-free control of computers and smartphones.
In India, we have 1.5 crore children who have this congenital hearing loss. So to help them, we have invented a world's first non-surgical hearing device.
A lot of people say this is their annual pilgrimage. I say it's the therapy for the soul.
My biggest strength would always be to write and speak to raise awareness. This makes me feel less excluded from everything in life, make them strong and capable. This is what inclusion can do to one's life.
And we feel that the only way to naturally be inclusive is when you grow up over the years. You can't expect someone in their 30s to suddenly turn on a switch and say, I'm going to hire neurodiverse people.
There is a societal construct that says this is normal and this is not normal, but children don't see it like that.
In 100 words, Tarun, tell us the highlights of your experience as an autistic, non-speaking student in a mainstream school.
The exposure alone gives children the opportunity for hearing from people with different living experiences. This becomes the ground to grow the forest of an inclusive society on.
Stories has to be told. Now when it comes to art and people with disability, I think, the discourse is again to remove barriers. This discourse will change when people are able to access.
We need to, I think, focus on telling stories and maybe happier stories on that. Everything is not sad. There is actually a lot of joy, a lot of happiness and a lot of sharing happening.
The people who are sensitized towards neurodiversity, if they're brought together, there's a high chance that they will be able to have a good communication.
Count your ability, not the disability.
आप हिम्मत नहीं हारना. You should become something, you should achieve something. This disability, what you have now, you have to convert into your ability.
Today, major mental health problems is because of two things. Too much information without any experience.
My whole belief comes from that inclusion is not very difficult. It's just about changing mindsets.
If there is a role where you have to play the person with disability,
people with special ability, they're willing to take the rigor and the challenge to train themselves to act, they should get the first preference. And that is the most important part. They always must get the first preference.
The harbingers of change have to be from within the community. That has enough strength, intelligence, resources and learning to create what it should.
And I think it's an high time to call it as a movement, not as a summit.
I hope you'll join us too, like John Lennon said. I hope one day you'll join us and the world will be as one.
ये जहां मेरा, ये लम्हे मेरे, अब तो हम नाचेंगे अपनी ही धुन पे. जितना अंधेरा, जितनी उदासी,